So to illustrate you how those Whitebox AI testing tools with the self-learning AI are working, it's basically we are using an instrumentation. We have still the same program, but now when we compile the program or load the bytecode, we are adding additional markers into the code. And those markers are just there to give some kind of AI a feedback. And now we have the goal that we don't want to provide too many heuristics or sample data, but we want to start with a 0 and then produce valid images without knowing that, that we are testing a JPEG parser. And it would look like that. We give the 0 as an input, run it through the instrumented application, and the 0 is an image which cannot be shown. And if we look at the code, and this is an actual code from Commons Imaging from Apache, what you see in every image parser is that for every single format, you have magic bytes, and those magic bytes are just in the beginning of the file which is read. And those simply say what kind of image format is used. And we know that every JPEG is starting with FFT8. But if you run the 0 through the source code, you will see that the part of the code is then going through some comparisons. You are comparing the bytes which were given as an input with some magic numbers. And here we are seeing which path is taken, but we are seeing at the same time that our input is then compared with FFT8 or similar magic bytes. And we give that as a feedback to the AI. So we give the coverage information, what path has been taken, what has happened on the path, what kind of comparisons have been done, what kind of arithmetic instructions, what kind of program states do we have. So everything is then given to the AI. And then the AI can judge what it does with the information. But obviously, if the first bytes are compared with FFT8, why don't we just produce FFT8 with some randomness behind that? And then all of a sudden, we are seeing that the new input now triggered a new path. And again, this is given as an input. So you have two different inputs leading to the different states. And you will see that after this FFT8, other things are happening. And this is given back as feedback. And now, even though we didn't know that we are testing a JPEG parser, we produce a valid JPEG image just after a few seconds. And this obviously can be combined with randomness, and then you flip random bits and bytes, but also based on the feedback, you could produce something more better. And obviously, if you have some already running unit tests, heuristics and so on, you can combine it with the heuristics, and then it would look something very similar like that. And this can be applied not just for JPEG parsers, but also for MP3 parsers. And if we are looking at the API level, obviously we can produce all the different REST fields we know, and even gather the information what is expected in the different REST fields.